Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome to Jurassic World Evolution. This game just came out today. I've been super excited for it because it looks incredible, but we're basically building a park to manage our own dinosaurs just like in Jurassic World. Now, I did toy around with the game a little bit so I could get a sense of how it works, but let's just jump right in and start building our park. The developer of the game, Frontier, was kind enough to provide a free download code for me to play the game, so thank you very much for that, but let's just jump in and check it out.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5.
Jeff Goldblum has such an odd acting voice.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
This is as good a place as any to
Sounds like he's reading from a piece of paper all the time.
Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should, because diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
Yeah, we're not in a big rush to get the T-Rex. I mean, I really want a T-Rex, but we probably shouldn't get that as our first dinosaur in the park. I'm thinking maybe we'll start with the herbivores. They're a little bit easier to manage than trying to deal with the carnivores, who probably have their own enclosure.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab.
All right, that should be easy enough. We'll jump in. Here's our Hammond Creation
We've already
Lab.
started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding.
All right, we'll build it right in here. So this is going to be where we do our research for our
Let's focus
dinosaurs.
on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 deaths. Actually,
Or rather, where we hatch them,
La
I guess.
Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here.
Okay, once this is built, of course, we'll have to connect it to the power grid. So we're going to build a
You'll
little
need to
path
connect
here.
it to the pre-existing network of paths in the power grid.
I kind of need to turn off those tooltips.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
All right, so we have some DNA for a couple different dinosaurs. Now, you need to have over 50% of the genetic profile for the dinosaur in order to hatch one. So you can see we have some DNA for the Ceratosaurus, the Edmontosaurus, and the Triceratops, but not enough to actually hatch those. We can only go for the Struthiomimus. Now, there is an option here to modify the genes that sort of change the traits of the dinosaur a little bit as well, based on the gene that you're looking at. Now, Gap ID cosmetic, lifespan. Okay, so we can modify the genes to try to affect a couple different things. So for this one, it'd be like a cosmetic change. This is about their lifespan. This one's unknown, and so is this because we haven't got those unlocked yet. So we really only have 2 genetic profiles we can change. I mean, initially we've got this one here that will let us change the coloring. It gives them an arid pattern gene, and I guess we'll be able to unlock some more gene options as well. But right now, this is all we have available for that. So that reduces the viability of the dinosaur because we've modified it a bit, but it does increase the rating of the dinosaur. So if you look at here, the rating of the dinosaur is a 7, and if we modify the gene for it, it becomes a 9. So it does kind of boost it up. If we then go look at the lifespan, we can incorporate the genome from this bat. That lowers the viability again by 1%, and it actually lowers the rating as well, but it increases the lifespan to 46. So I'm not terribly interested in doing that. I kind of like the idea of having the rating at 7 with a slightly different skin pattern. So we'll see if that makes things a little bit more interesting. But let's go ahead and let's see, apply the gene in this case. We're going to incubate that.
Imaginations of the ambitious.
We're going to incubate 2 of them, I guess.
Extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
And a next. That's not foreshadowing at all. All right, so if you're not familiar with it, this game is actually it was put out by Frontier. They were the people who also put out the game Planet Coaster, and that game was really cool. and sort of developing your whole like theme park kind of thing. So this is kind of a neat extension to that, where they're going like full-on dinosaur. Dinosaur ready for release. Go to the Hammond Lab. Okay, we have 2 of them that were actually they produced fine. So let's release this dinosaur out into the wild. This will be our very first dinosaur in the park. Welcome to Struthiomimus. I'm not sure if this is what I modified.
It begins. The most precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique. And now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
Yeah, well done. Again with the wonderful acting. Okay, so here's the details about our Struthiomimus. Here's the profile and everything. So it looks like this particular dinosaur has a rating of 7. We've got an authenticity of +1. I thought I got this up to a rating of 9. Maybe it was the other one that we modified. I'm not really sure what we did there. Maybe I must have made a mistake maybe making it, because I thought we got it up to a 9. But this is the small herbivore Struthiomimus. Gives you like the appetite information, so you have a sense of how much you have to feed them and what have you. And since we have this dinosaur in place here now, we probably should make sure we pay attention to being able to feed it. And actually, I can't get into there yet. I guess I got to follow the tutorial steps.
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest.
All right.
Security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
Okay, great. So we can go with the science. We can go with entertainment or security. I'm going to go after science initially, I think. We'll see what this is like.
Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation.
Hey, Dr. Dua.
You're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
All right, we can do that. I'm going to accept this contract, so we'll need to build Connected Power and Expedition Center. That'll earn us a $250,000 cash reward and boost our science ratings. So we're going to accept this contract.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park.
All right, so we'll need an expedition center. That's this one here. Obtain dinosaur fossils and amber by dispatching dig teams to sites around the world. It's going to cost us $400,000 to build it, but we'll get a $250,000 reward. So that's not so bad. Now you can see when we're building things, they have these power substations, which give us a place that we can build and supply power to the things that we're creating. We'll need to make sure we have enough of those power substations in play in order to put the stuff in here that we want. Let's spin this around a little bit. So we're going to set our expedition center over here by the center, I guess.
So one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Well, that's not very nice. There's nothing like trying to make a whole bunch of money off of producing dinosaurs. Oh, we have another dinosaur ready here in the Hammond Lab. If I can pick that, that'd be great. I can't. Hammond creation, there we go.
People think money makes the world go round, but they're wrong. Contracts make the world go round, my friend. Obligations and commitments. Complete a contract and your rep with the science division will increase. Meaning you'll be able to take on more complex and challenging missions.
All right, Struthiomimus is running over here for a drink. So we have a little bit built.
Struthiomimus. Interesting. Another dinosaur that furthers the case of a direct linkage to our modern birds.
Right, whatever she said. Help Isla management. Not worried about that. So if we go into the control room, this is where we can access a variety of different things. We can see how much money we're making or losing. In this case, I'm losing $6,752. Ooh, incoming transmission. What's going on here?
I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life.
All right.
If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us. And to me.
All right, well, if we complete this reward, we'll get $1 million in cardio strength 2, which I guess is a like a genetic change we can make when we're setting up our gene modification when we're setting up the dinosaurs. So we need to acquire 50% genome of the Triceratops, and in order to do that, we'll need to send our people out on an expedition. So here's the places that we can go and visit. All the yellow dots are ones we haven't visited before.
Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started.
I'm just going to skip over this because I know how to do it already. All right, so
Together,
over here...
we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs.
Authentic
that
version?
That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
Okay, so like I said, it only takes like 50% of the genome to produce a dinosaur, and I guess you splice it in with other genes. But maybe the objective here is to try to get as many 100% genomes as possible. But if you look over here at the places we can go and visit, this one here we get a chance to go after Edmontosaurus. We can get some Struthiomimus fossils here. This one is for the Triceratops. It's going to cost us $75,000, but that's well worth it if we can get a boost of $1 million in income. The Lance formation here is Triceratops, Struthiomimus, and Edmontosaurus. And Ceratosaurus over here at the Morrison formation. Now I'm going to go and head over to Hell Creek formation. We'll see if we can find something good for the Triceratops.
Good! Your first expedition team is out.
There goes the
They'll
helicopter.
bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction.
Do good work, guys. Can't afford for you not to bring back some dinosaur stuff. Okay, so we have $2.4 million to work with to continue to build our operation here.
Your job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
Sure. Simple. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can do in terms of, like, researching other fossils. So, here's the fossils that we already have in storage. They did give us a few to start with. So, the Triceratops is, of course, the one we want to get above 50% in order to complete that quest. So, we're going to extract the DNA from here. If we do get extra fossils, we have the option, of course, also of selling some of them, which will earn us a little bit of extra cash. You know, we'll probably need to do that at some point just to, you know, keep ourselves afloat if we're sending out expeditions and trying to bring back, like, more stuff. It's gonna, you know, we're gonna run out of money at some point unless we can get a really thriving tourist system going. In the INGEN database, we have all kinds of other information we can look at for different locations. I'm not really gonna dig into that too much just now. But yeah, so far our island rating is less than 1 star. Well, yeah, less than 1 star. In here, we can request additional contracts. We have one in place already, I think, though, so I'm not sure how many contracts we can have at once. Profit per minute, minus $5,752. This is going to be an expensive island. I'm not sure what we can do in terms of requesting new contracts if we haven't completed the one we already have in play. Whether we can have, like, a couple of them on the go at once, I think would be interesting. Management views, we can see things like our power management. This one is for weather. Storm protection. We have basically no storm protection here. It's good times. We've got shelters. High need, low need. Show where guests need protection from emergency shelters. So basically low need everywhere right now, but we also don't really have a lot of guests. So if we get to the point where our park builds up, we probably want to take a look at this and see where we might have to build additional shelters. Dinosaur visibility shows where dinosaurs can be viewed by guests. There's not really any place for that right now. So we're probably going to want to try and build a guest center that can allow people to view the dinosaurs, like a viewing platform. Our helicopter's back.
You should extract genomes from
fossils.
fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
All right, so we got some fossils back, but let's go ahead and work on a place where people can view our dinosaurs. So if we look, nope, not in the control room. I want to go into the buildings. In operations, actually, it's probably under guests. Emergency shelter. Maybe we don't have access to the viewing platform just yet. Oh, there it is there. Okay, so viewing gallery. A window into the past that increases dinosaur visibility for park guests can be attached directly to enclosure fence. So we're going to stick that over here where it'll have a pretty broad swath of viewing space to be able to see our dinosaurs as they come out of the Hammond Center. And then that will also should help our guests see things a little bit better. If we put it... It's funny how it's kind of like... It's got a funny fit a little bit there, but we'll put it over here so they can see them as they come out. So as we release new dinosaurs, people will get a glimpse of those. It'll, of course, need to be connected to the path. And now this is also going to need power, so we're going to need power substation because right now it doesn't have any power. It's going to cost us $20,000 to build this, which isn't too bad. I'm just going to put the power substation right in here so we can cover this whole area and we'll have the ability to build things in here. Adjust this a little bit. Okay, power substation there, and then this will need to be connected to the power grid so we can power all of that. Perfect. So now our guests will have a place to go and view the dinosaurs, but we want to get them to actually hang out in front of the viewing center. And right now they don't really have any reason to do that, so we should probably put in a feeder for them too. This will give us a dual purpose. It'll feed our dinosaurs, and it will also give our guests something to look at. So we'll put this like right out in front, I guess. Make sure we keep our dinosaurs healthy and happy, because right now they're actually... He's hungry. So it's a good thing we put some food in place. They have no food, 91% health. So when they're running in the red range for no food, their health goes down, and we don't really want that to happen. So have a good little snack there, little buddy. Enjoy it. It's our fanciest plants we can give you. It's funny that we actually have to give them plants when they're in an enclosure full of plants, but what are you gonna do? All right, we'll go check out some more fossils that we brought back because we do need to try to complete that quest and get our $1 million reward. Ooh, we did get a couple Triceratops fossils, but nothing really fantastic here. This one is a 2-star in terms of viability. We got our slots are all full too. Let's extract DNA. I should probably try and extract as much of this as we can now because I want to free up space to send out some more missions, and we actually don't have any room here. If we look at our research section, we can also look at like upgrades and things we can do, unlocking new things. Researching this will give us the ability to build a clothing shop for visitors.
The research center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways.
Various exciting ways.
Upgrades, and more await.
So this is basically for like gas retail. We probably don't need to research that just yet. We can do that for some additional money income and stuff, but I think we probably want to look more at like building upgrades initially. And in particular, as we're going to be expanding on different areas, I kind of want to pay attention to the power upgrades. Now this will
we are making great strides
reduce
so
upkeep
far.
costs.
I
This
believe
increases
I
output.
may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to thank, at least in part, for where I find
Power
myself.
upgrades.
Now we need to incubate, hatch, and house our dinosaur. Then we will know if our efforts will have been worth it.
All right, good times. So we boosted that up above 50% for the Triceratops, I guess. So we can have like a thing here that protects against outages. We can increase our output or make it more efficient. I think I'm going to increase the output for now. Make sure we have enough power to power all of our different systems that we might want to build. We're still really early in the tutorial, so there's not really a lot of information we can get from the different buildings, but as we move along, we'll have to pay more attention to what we're building. All right, so back at the Hammond Center, let's do some more. We have 52%, so that means there's only like, there's a 48% chance that when we try to incubate the dinosaur, it's not going to work. So let's extract the DNA we have available. Try to boost this as high as we can before we try to make a viable Triceratops. Get it out into our environment with the Struthiomimus. It looks like we're starting to get some more guests out to our park now, maybe because we have a viewing platform for people to be able to see the dinosaurs. I wonder if there's a way we can go ahead and go to the guest services and maybe try building like a gift shop or something. This is actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. So if we put the gift shop in here, we can give our guests a place to buy some souvenirs and stuff over there here. It's going to cost us $130,000, but hopefully it will generate income for us. It will help offset that cost. We are going to need a path to connect this thing. I imagine this is the front of it here, I guess. So we can just connect it right here. Well, hard to tell until they finish building it. I guess maybe I could have waited to do the path on it, but this will get it inside the power substation that we built. So that should be fine. And it should be all powered up.
We can always use a few more resources. Here's our chance to earn some.
All right, another contract. This one's worth $125,000. Use the Expedition Center to unearth a small or medium herbivore fossil. Use the Expedition Center to send a dig team on an expedition to unearth a small or medium herbivore fossil, type of dinosaur that would eat from a ground feeder. All right, we'll accept that. Why not? And I'm thinking maybe the Edmontosaurus is what we want. So we'll send out a team to go check out the Matanceros, because it's the type of dinosaur that would eat from that ground feeder, which is perfect. We'll get that going. And in the meantime, we might as well start some research on the Matanceros as well. So we'll extract the DNA from this fossil. 4 of 8. Extraction slots available 5 of 6, but it says 4 of 8 fossils, so I guess we can store some. We can only extract from 6. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Here's the fancy gift shop we built. It's looking pretty nice. Gift shop traders. We can see there are quite a few guests now starting to walk around our park too, which is pretty sweet. I feel like we should probably have something in place that's going to help us manage our dinosaur park a little bit. So we're going to need a ranger station in order to make sure we keep good control of our dinosaurs. So if we look in operations, we have the Accu Center, which provides rapid aerial response to park incidents. That will come in handy for sure down the line. Then we also have the ranger teams that can be dispatched to repair buildings, resupply feeders, and that sort of thing. We should probably do this one first so we can make sure that we're feeding our dinosaurs and keeping them well fed. Can I maybe put this like right in here? Can I stick it? Nope. It's not going to fit in here. Maybe because of the terrain. But we can put it over here, hopefully. Yep. Okay, so we can fit it just over in this area. So we have a ranger station out here. This, of course, again, will need to be connected by path. Let me do a wide path this time. There we go. Nice wide path to connect to the ranger stations, and they have lots of room to drive out of there. This is already inside of a power grid space, so if you find that way too. So we need to incubate and release with 50% genome the Triceratops. I guess I should just go and do that, since I was kind of hoping we'd get a little bit more genetic viability of it, but instead we'll just go ahead and incubate. We'll grab the Triceratops. I'm not going to modify this with 230,000 to bring out a Triceratops. That is crazy. I think we'll just start with 1. It's a serious amount of money. We're down to 1.2 million. Considering we had several million before, we're going to need more contracts to make more money. Here comes our next expedition back. That should have the Matanceros fossils, so we'll go check those out. Ooh, what do we got here?
Impressive work on that contract. It didn't go unnoticed.
Alright, so we got reputation reward, extraction speed.
No matter what anyone else says, science is what makes or breaks us. Admittedly, sometimes both. But on Isla Matanceros, you are making us and yourself look good. And that's worth a reward.
Yeah, give me rewards. I like rewards. Extraction slots available. 6 of 6. 2, 4, 5. I don't understand what the whole extraction slot thing is. It's 6 of 6, but nevertheless, we did find an amber that's a high quality. I guess they're complaining about the lack of eating places available to them, so we should probably take care of that. Profit per minute is now $11,000. Haha, we're making money. You go, guests. Let's extract some DNA here. This should be a really good one. And this one also is low quality, so it's going to give us a little bit, but this high quality one is going to be fantastic. So let's get out of here. We should probably try and provide a food place for our guests to eat. We go into guest services. There is fast food. This is actually, well, it's a relatively small building, but it's still not so small that we can just place it anywhere, so we got to be a little careful. This is not going to fit inside the power grid. But we can put it right over here, actually, right in front of our dinosaur building. So they can go visit the dinosaurs and then go eat.
It looks like you've run out of power. That's not good. Build more power stations or increase your output.
Well, that's not good. I researched power output so I wouldn't run out. Turns out I did anyway. The funny thing is, we don't even have this connected by path yet. It still says I'm out of power. Let's just do like a normal small path here. Okay, so we need to try and upgrade stuff. Can I even click on this and upgrade it?
I'm Owen Grady. Owen to my friends.
Oh, Owen.
I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs. The raptors more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway, nice to meet you.
A special relationship. All right, that's good. Okay, ooh, upgrade slots. Empty, so, ooh, improved power output. Okay, so I did the research for it, but I hadn't actually applied it. So we go in here. This is going to cost us 40,000, but that's well worth it to increase our output. That means everything we need from our power output. Can I actually do it twice? Oh, I can't. That's interesting. Okay, so we can We can do like double upgrades for power output, so that's fine. This is now producing 68, and we've got unused power of 6. So I'm going to have to be careful of any additional buildings we make. But our guests at least can buy gifts, and they can buy food, and they can watch the dinosaurs, and that's all fine and dandy. We'll see how that goes. We did finish... Nice. We did finish the incubation for our Triceratops, so we can release this one out in the wild. Well, wildish. Out into the pen, anyway. Look at that. The modeling and the animations for the dinosaurs in this game are pretty incredible. I really like that. They did a nice job. Hello, Triceratops. Power output. Each power station outputs an amount of power to the network. Each building requires an amount of power, yada yada. Upgrade existing or build additional power stations. Yeah. Okay, we already did that.
Our new specimens, sorry, dinosaurs, are meeting expectations, but we want them to thrive. That's your next assignment. Making sure our specimens are properly cared for. In other words, dinosaur welfare.
The difference with dinosaurs is that they have no point of reference to understand humans, so don't expect much in the way of thank yous.
Well, duh, it's a dinosaur.
I've been monitoring what you've been up to with great interest, and I'm a little disappointed that Dr. Dua came to you for this assignment instead of bringing me into the loop as she should have done.
Tough luck, buddy.
I'll discuss this with her later.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. So we have our very first Triceratops in our park, and that's pretty awesome. I guess we can leave this guy alone now. Let's get out of here. That gives us another viewing opportunity for our guests, which should be fantastic. Our star rating for the park has gone up, too. We're now like 1.5 stars. We have a 1.5 star island. We get Isla Muerta unlocked at 3 stars. We're already like halfway there. That's pretty good. Profit per minute is $40,000. That's impressive, considering we haven't really got much. We have a couple dinosaurs, a gift shop, and a restaurant for people to eat fast food. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. Let's take a look at the fossils we have in here, but we can do some more fossil research. Inventosaurus, what do we have it at? 60%. Let's extract the DNA on this one as well. It's not going to give us very much, but it will give us a little bit. We might even be able to unlock the Ceratosaurus fossil, so let's maybe try to extract that as well. We have 1.2 million to work with, so I'm going to be a little careful of how much money we're consuming. Power was improved. What have we got? Enclosure options available. A new type of fence, so we can electrify the fence. This is going to cost us 200,000. I'm not really ready to do that. Buildings. We can do a gift shop. Whoops. Apparently I'm researching the gift shop. Didn't mean to click on that, but I think that's costing me 200,000 as well. But hopefully it will pay for itself by increased revenue if we build it. I am going to be a little bit careful of our power consumption. Ooh, it's raining. All right, so weather's a thing. That's good. Let's send our team out on another expedition. We can send them out here and find more Struthiomimus. And we have an option for a couple different ones here. Triceratops, Struthiomimus, or Edmontosaurus. Ceratosaurus is a meat eater. I don't really want to do that so much. I'm still looking at herbivores right now. Ceratosaurus. Hyangosaurus. I don't even know what that is. Commonly found specimens. That's going to cost us 105,000, but I'm actually curious what kind of dinosaur that is. So I'm going to send an expedition out there. This is going into Shilujing Formation, China. All right. Sure. You say so. I know a little bit about dinosaurs, but I'm no like huge dinosaur buff, so there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. Particularly pronunciations. Okay, what do we got here? Guest shops. We have the new clothing shop available. Jurassic World themed clothing accessories provide guest satisfaction. Pricing and staff can be managed to suit the park. Shopping 4 stars, fun of 1. It's going to use 3 power. We have 6 available right now, and it costs us 120,000 to build it. I think I'm going to make a gift shop. Well, it's not a gift shop, I guess. It's a clothing shop. But if we build it here, I'll have to add another power substation. I think, because this isn't going to quite reach. I can't build it anywhere in here. Maybe can I build it beside this? So it's, yeah, I can. Nice. So this will actually be inside the ring, and we got like a whole little guest area over here now. So we'll put the clothing shop right there. That should already be supplied with power, so I won't need another substation. Connected by a little path to the existing path grid. Fantastic. This is the place for our guests to hang out.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
All right, so if we go out here and do paparazzi entertainment, we take the picture, it's going to lower our science reputation, but increase our entertainment reputation and lower security rep. But that's fine. We're going to get a triple upward for entertainment and then I get 2 downward for the other 2. I could use the $250,000 cash, though, because we're already under $1 million, so I'm going to accept this. We'll take our ranger team out. So if we go over to our ranger station, in here we can see whether it's storm protected and what kind of power and stuff it consumes. We have some cosmetic stuff. Ooh, we can change the skin on our Jeep. I did have the deluxe edition, so I thought I was going to have another skin here get unlocked, but let's see where that is. Nevertheless, we can't change the skins right now. We'll use this little ranger team, and we'll send them out. So if we choose Ranger Team 1, then we can actually drive the vehicle. And that gets us right down at ground level where we can, like, totally go and just boot around with the Jeep and stuff. Hopefully not run over any guests. There's the Jeep so we can go off-roading. Let's go right through the whole... Oh, catch a little air. We want to get to the gate that's over here. Out of the way, people. I wish I could honk the horn. Alright, we need to go into the enclosure so that we can find a photo of our dinosaurs. I think I need to get a picture of them. Is it a picture of the meeting or just a picture in general? Resupply ground herbivore feeder. $20,000 to put... Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. It can be released to Triceratops with 70% genome. Research item from Research Center, hookworm parasite. Okay, so we have a couple things we need to research. Photo number 2. The photograph 2 Edmontonosaurus. Alright. So I didn't realize there was going to be little missions at the bottom right there. How do I... Resupply ground feeder.
Feeder supplies back to normal.
Oh, alright. I didn't realize it wasn't. I mean, it gave me the option, but look, it's coming up and it's... Okay, that's weird. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Okay, so from in here, we can hit F, and that gives us access to the camera, so we can take a picture of our dinosaurs. It's just grazing away. We can get a picture of him there. I think I have to get one actually at the feeder, though. That might be a problem. Triceratops, 2,600. Composition bonus, 878. It earns us $3,478. Let's collect that reward.
Nicely framed.
That did not celebrate my... Or that did not satisfy my request, though.
Assuming control.
Assuming control, right. Where is my ongoing missions, my contracts? What do we have here? Paparazzi. Okay, so we need... Take a photograph that includes at least 2 Edmontonosaurus specimens. Oh, I thought... Dude, drat, I wasn't paying attention. So, I'm going to need Edmontonosaurus, and we don't have any of them made right now. So, obviously, we can't do anything with the Rangers there. But they did get a picture and earned us a little bit of money, so I suppose that's something. We go to the Hamilton Creation Lab. Edmontonosaurus, we have 61%, so we can try and incubate that. We need at least 2 of them, though, I think it said. So we're going to incubate 2 of these. The $250,000 will offset a fairly significant proportion of our cost in bringing these ones out, as long as these incubate successfully, because it's not a guaranteed thing. I mean, we only have a 61% of the genome. We need to incubate and release the Triceratops with 70% genome as well. That's going to take a little bit more genetic profile. Profit per minute, $40,000, so we're doing well money-wise. We're not going down necessarily on our normal operations. It's just I keep building things that are costing a lot of money. So let's go check out our dinosaurs here. Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. Hyangosaurus fossil. So we got 2 of those. What is this we got? Rhenium. No DNA present, but it's worth $100,000. All right, that's interesting. And what's this? Cynodont fossil. No dinosaur DNA to extract. All right, so we just have nothing we can extract from those, but stuff we can sell, I guess. Make a little bit of coin. I was hoping I could get some more Triceratops, but I guess we'll work on increasing the genome for the Struthium mimus. I'm going to send another team out in search of some more... Where are we here? We need some more Triceratops, because we need to get over 70%. Can I send them to the same? I guess we can. Send them out to the same expedition area. I'm going to sell what we have in here because, frankly, I could use the money, and it's also taking up space, and I don't really want it to. So that's fine. In terms of research, we need to make sure we take care of our dinosaurs. So that's going to be in the medical treatment. We want to research hookworm parasite, darted medical treatment, anti-parasitic treatment for hookworm infestation, adjusted for dinosaur digestive system. So we'll research that, so we can make sure we keep our dinosaurs nice and healthy. That's the bottom part there. So we do need to get that Triceratops up over 70% in order to meet that prehistoric life mission. And then we have this other photograph mission, which is not really giving me any detail on. Oh, nice. All right. So division reputation, that unlocks as we build that up. Next unlock is going to increase our incubation speed, which would be pretty cool. Loyalty bonus 45,000. Hookworm parasite has been researched, so that's good. That was actually really fast. We have $695,000 to work with. I guess we could maybe go work on another research option. They do cost a fair amount of money, but at least it gives us something that we can deal with. Let's look at more building upgrades. Extraction speed, fossil center, that's already boosted. And what do we have here? Inventory space. Research centers require one chemically stabilized storage that allows one extra fossil or mineral to be kept across all island sites. I feel like that could probably be very handy, but not something I'm going to do just at the moment. What do we have here? Aku helicopter scheduling. Scheduling unit enables one additional task to be assigned to the Aku team. Training simulators improve accuracy. Improve rifle maintenance, increases reload speed. Oh, all that stuff looks pretty cool. Same thing over here. Basically the same basic options. Let's improve our viability. See if that way we would get us to 70% viable dinosaur without even having to find some more fossils, possibly. That might be interesting. Here comes our expedition team back again already. They're actually making pretty fast work of this. Considering they're flying like all over the world to try to dig up dinosaurs, it just doesn't seem to take them very long. Let's go to our fossil. Wow, what do we find? Look at this. Amphibian fossils, again, no DNA to extract. That's just sellable. Man, $240,000 worth of sellable stuff. Triceratops fossil, that's a decent quality. Very high quality amber fossil for the Triceratops. Let's extract this. That's going to get us some good genome information for the Triceratops, and shouldn't. I wonder if it by itself it'll be enough to boost us over 70. I'll have to wait and see, I guess. We're starting at 54%. I'm not sure how much we get out of these 4-star ones, but we'll find out soon enough. So 54% is the mark we're at when we started that. All right, overall, our power grid is, we only have 3 unused power, so I'd kind of like to have some additional power if possible. I'd kind of like to keep the power kind of in the same general area, too, so I have an idea of where it is. Now, we can go and look at our small power station. There's these other ones we can unlock, but I'm just going to work with another small one. This produces 60 power. It's, cost 500,000. That's going to take most of our cash. Maybe I don't want to do just that just yet. Not until I'm ready. We can look at landscaping, so we put in water, forests, hills, and stuff. I'm not too worried about modifying that at the moment. What's going on here? Oh, all right. So we can't afford the hotel, unfortunately. We can't increase our guests that way. Hammock Creation Lab. We have 2 viable Edmontosaurus, so let's release these into our pen. Let's check this guy out. Oh yeah, look at that. Super cool. Research complete. Success rate 1.0 Hammond Creation Lab. That's great. Very awesome looking Edmontosaurus. Welcome to the habitat, buddy.
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where. The T-Rex thinks these are delicious. And who's to argue?
Well, he would argue, I imagine. I'm pretty sure the Edmontosaurus doesn't want to be delicious. Very cool, though. That's awesome looking. Okay, so we have the one. We have a second one here. Let's let this one out too. Okay. Whoops, that's not what I want. We need the Hammond Creation Lab. Release another Edmontosaurus. It's such a cool looking dinosaur. Okay, so he's free. We have, well, he, she, it. Whatever. Thing is free. I wonder how much this will produce. They're before ground feeder.
Like us, different dinosaurs require different diets.
Right.
Make sure to place the correct type of feeder in an enclosure. I'm a red meat man myself.
So it's operational. It says it provides food, but I'm not really sure how much. Reserve 8 of 10. I don't know what the deal is with that. Food status is fresh, so I guess we don't have to do anything there. But we have a pretty decent number of dinosaurs hanging out in here now. Now we can actually go out and complete that mission to take a photo of the 2 Edmontosaurus. So we should probably try and see if we can get both of them into a single photo. Drive our vehicle out. We'll send this back into the enclosure with the herbivores. Snap that photo we're really looking for. And see how we manage it. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. Look out, guests. Hopefully nobody sues. Who would have thought that the first danger you would run into on my park wouldn't be the dinosaurs? It would be the ranger team. Driving around the park. Okay, tell me they're both in the same area. They are. That's amazing. Oh no, I had them both in the same area for a moment. But they apparently weren't thrilled with that idea. Okay, so let's... Oh. Okay, if we can get a double photo here. Oh, come on, hold still, buddy. Man, these guys, they're, I don't know if they're skittish or what the deal is. He does not look very happy with me, though. That's a nice close-up photo, though. Good close-up of his butt. Are you gonna sit on me? I wonder if these dinosaurs poop. All right, that gives us a double photo of the Edmontosaurus. I wonder if that will satisfy the need. I mean, we have more of a butt shot of this guy than anything. It's not worth very much. Not really good on the composition bonus. Let's collect a reward for that. Photograph 2 Edmontosaurus. Maybe I don't need to have them both in the same picture. We can go down here, take a picture of this guy down at the watering hole, maybe. Nice to get this guy like actually drinking. That's a cool photo. Species repetition penalty, $722. Oh, really? All right, well, let's collect the reward for that. $2,000 for that picture. That did not satisfy the mission either. So I guess we need to get them both in the same image. Which would be terrible because I've already taken the picture. So far, well, that's a great butt shot. Good job, guys. That's not what we're looking for. It's not that kind of game. I wonder if they don't like the sound of the Jeep or something. Okay, we have our double Edmontosaurus. So we have multiple
Nice
dinosaur
photo.
bonus, 690. Edmontosaurus panicking, we got 1,500 for that. Eating from a feeder, 1,500. Wow, that's pretty good. But we got a huge repetition bonus penalty. $2,100 it cost us. But that's okay, well, let's collect a reward for that. Yes, that satisfies my contract also.
I'd
Sweet.
work with you anytime.
Right, dude. All right, let's resupply this thing so that they got a decent amount of food. I don't even know if we needed to. Incubator release of Triceratops is 70% genome, so we have to finish that mission. But let's look. Oh, incoming transmission.
Hey, it's Isaac. How you doing? I got some cool stuff you need to be a part of, so I'm putting it out there. Come on and help the winning team. Mine.
All right, Isaac. He wants to make us a Ceratosaurus. It's going to give us $1 million. And we'll get Dracorex, whatever that is, in terms of a genome thing. Now, the trouble is, the Ceratosaurus is a meat eater. So, I don't know. We're going to take this mission because it's worth $1 million. Are you sure you want to do abandon existing mission? No, not right now. Maybe I can just put that on hold. I want to finish this mission first. I didn't realize it would like completely swap it out. But we can complete a science mission and get a boost there. We're almost 2-star rating now on our thing. Oop,
This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors. Because these animals have potential as combatants.
As combatants?
Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
All right, so that's another interesting mission. We can't take this one just now. This is an accept or decline option. Okay, so that one didn't override the pre-existing mission. That's interesting. You guys have lots of shopping to do, and that's keeping them happy. We're making $70,000 a minute. That's a pretty good revenue stream. $1.2 million we have available now. Let's go ahead and check our fossils again. I want to see how we're doing against that Triceratops. Where are we here? 64% of that genome. So if we can extract this one, that might get us to the 70%. Allow us to make a 70% Triceratops to complete that other mission. Which frankly would be pretty cool. What do we got research-wise we can unlock? I kind of want to get another storage space for fossils. Now, these are the different genomes we can add. Splice of the gene increases the defense and resilience trait. This one increases attack and resilience, attack and defense, lifespan and resilience. So it's interesting. Like you can totally splice these dinosaurs up. I'm not sure what the benefit of that is just yet. Although it does sound like they want to be able to use them as combatants, which is kind of interesting in and of itself. We can also research this other fossil, I guess. Oh, I can't even see where we're at the Triceratops level now. I guess if we go to our... No, not the island navigation. If we go to the Hammond lab here, we can see what we do in the hatching bay in terms of our Triceratops. 69%. It's so close, but it's not quite there. Okay, we needed to get like 1% higher. That's no good. Can I upgrade this building at all? What are my upgrade options? Upgrades. Success rate, 1.0. Rapid nutrient delivery increases dinosaur growth by 10% at upgraded Hammond Creation Labs. Oh, that's already on there. Okay, we add success rate. That'll cost us 20,000. But it'll boost viability by 10%. And that means that now, if we incubate that dinosaur... well, it's a 69 plus 10% viability, so it's not going to give us a 70% genome, unfortunately. It just increases the likelihood of success. So we're going to need another expedition. This group here... Oh, can we upgrade this? No, I don't have anything done. Nothing done for that yet. Let's go ahead and we'll go back out to the expedition map. We'll send them out one more time to try to find the Triceratops. Struthiomimus Sedmentosaurus. Triceratops, partially depleted. Well, we'll go check it anyway, because we only need a tiny little specimen from there. To get us to the 70% we need to complete that mission and earn some extra coin and earn the reputation in the science community, which would be, I guess, also a good thing. As long as we're waiting for that expedition to come back, we might as well research another fossil. So, Hyangosaurus fossil. Extract the DNA on that for 20,000. This will give us the start of the genome. It's like we're way out of nothing. So it's going to take a lot to get this one to be viable. But that's all right, because we're sort of working on other ones anyway. This will just be some additional research we can do along the way while we wait for that expedition to come back. We should probably also at some point consider having some other operations centers. So we can put in the ACU center, which provides rapid response in case something breaks out, or if we need to tranquilize the dinosaur. Now, it's going to cost 10 power, which I don't have at the moment. And it's like 500,000 to build a new power center. I think we might need to invest in that now. We're up over $1 million. We're like almost 1.4 million. We are profitable overall. Upkeep per minute is 10,000, so that's going to drop our profitability a bit. But I think it's probably worth the power so we can bring in that other center. So let's see if we can... This is obstructed if we put it here. I was hoping I could have the power center all kind of near each other, but it doesn't look like that's going to be an option because it's all obstructed. What about over here? Okay, we can put it out here. I mean, it's kind of not really where I want it to be, but that's okay. Put our power center out here. This, of course, is going to need pylons. So we'll connect this up to the regular power grid, like so. Okay, that will get it all connected there. This is obviously going to need a path, the same as the rest of them do. So a little narrow path here. That gives us another power plant. It's kind of an eyesore. It's sort of in the middle of everything. I like how this one's sort of tucked back out of the way. So the guests kind of come down this path. They're not really going near it. I guess if we extend things out this way, we can have our guests go a different route. Sort of avoid hanging out by the power plant, hopefully. That's going to certainly cut into our profitability, but it should be well worth it, I think, in the long run in terms of the power, because then we'll be able to produce more buildings that we can do to make our park more interesting and hopefully more profitable. Ooh, what else do we find here? Rhodium, some more amphibian fossils. Let's go ahead and research our DNA for our Triceratops. This will get us up over 70% for sure now. We have a second fossil there, which can get even higher. So we get a pretty fantastic Triceratops out there. We only have one Triceratops so far as well, so I don't know what their preference is in terms of like other dinosaurs. Their health is good, food's good, water's good. Population is already in that sweet spot. It's a little low on the social end of things, but it seems okay. Disease, susceptible for hookworms. Can't tell whether they're sick or not right now, though. I guess, no, it's healthy. I guess it would say right here if it was sick. Okay, what are we at now? 73% for the genome. I'm going to extract the DNA here. We'll get as high of a genome rating as we can get for this Triceratops when we put it out. I'm kind of hoping that will increase the reputation of the park by having a high genome Triceratops walking around. I'm not entirely sure how that works. With any luck, that's kind of going to work out the way that I'm thinking. Our power set over here is finished, so now we have unused power of 60, which is great. That will allow us now to build the other thing I wanted to make. We have $1.1 million. So if we go to operations, we can now afford the ACU center in terms of power. It's going to cost us $400,000 to build it. Oh, this is cool. It's got like a helicopter pad and everything. That's sweet. So we'll put this right down next to our ranger center. So we'll kind of have both of these sort of in the same spot. And we'll need a path to connect this as well. It should already be inside the power range of the power grid, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But that will give us a response team now, so if some dinosaurs get loose, we can send out the helicopter and tag them and bag them, I guess, as it is. But that should give our park a little bit of additional control. I feel like our park is growing pretty nicely already. It's getting to be a decent size, and you know we've only got a few dinosaurs in here, but it's been really profitable so far. I'm kind of happy with that. Okay, let's go into the Hammond Creation Lab. We're gonna hatch ourselves a big fancy Triceratops. 76% is what we'll get for the genome for that. That's not so bad. So let's incubate this. It has a viability of 86%, so it should be really good. Star rating of 32. Don't know what that means. Basic skin. We can modify the genome, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's just go ahead and we'll incubate a regular Triceratops. That should satisfy our prehistoric life mission, which should give us a good boost in our science rating. Isla Matanceros. Profit per minute now 60,836. So not totally surprising that it kind of cost went up a little bit because, of course, we did have an additional power plant. Now, with our 2 power plants, actually, it might be well worth doing the research at this point to make our power system more energy efficient. So if we look under building upgrades, we can do reduced upkeep 1.0 power upgrades. Maintenance units reduce upkeep by 10%.
We don't always get offers like this. Consider it carefully.
Use Expedition Center to unearth at least 2 carnivore fossils. This is going to boost security but lower entertainment and science. $125,000 cash reward. I mean, I'm not really ready to get too much into the carnivores just yet. We're going to decline that because I'm not sure where we'll be able to unearth the 2 different carnivore fossils. But let's do the upgrade here to reduce the costs of maintenance for our power systems. It's going to cost us $100,000, but that'll save us 10% on each. Each of them are costing us like $10,000, I think, in maintenance, so that'll save us $1,000 per minute for each of those, so it's like $2,000, which isn't so bad. Dinosaurs ready for release at the Hamilton Creation Lab. Here's our fancy Triceratops. Looking very nice. Let's release this one out to the pen as well.
Look, it's a balancing act. I get it. We all do. My point is, you need to provide the right amount of space for your dinosaurs. And this small enclosure ain't cutting it.
Oh. Do I have too many dinosaurs in there? There's only 6 dinosaurs in this. Hello, Triceratops. Disease? Are you kidding? It got sick the moment it got in there? Oh, come on. Was it this dinosaur, I wonder, or was it a different one that just got sick? I feel like...
Oh my gosh, you got a sick dinosaur on your hands. It's time to treat it. Or what comes next, that's going to be on your hands as well.
Dinosaur diarrhea. Cure the Triceratops using a ranger team. Okay, so we're going to need to do that. Alright, so if we hit R, there we go. Ranger team 1, add task. We want them to cure this dinosaur.
Understood.
So they'll go medicate that one. It doesn't really say what it has, but reboot sabotaged item we're building. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see this Triceratops. What does it have? Hookworms. Okay, we did actually research a cure for that, so that's good. So they can go out and treat it. That will cure it of hookworms. According to what's-his-face, this pen's too small for these dinosaurs, which surprises me, because there's only like 6 in here. Actually, 2, 4... Yeah, there's 6 dinosaurs in here, so... I don't know. I guess we'll have to make a bigger enclosure. Oh, he doesn't look happy. Are they treating right now? Oh, they have to, like, shoot it with a tranq gun to treat it. Oh, let's watch this. Come on, buddy. He's on the back with the tranquilizer rifle. Pointed completely away from the dinosaur, because that's the natural way to shoot them, of course. There he goes. You know what? Let's try to take... Can we take this thing over? Let's drive the vehicle.
Target.
Okay, so we hit R to dart rifle. Can I aim more?
You need
No.
to medicate that animal if you are to save it.
Okay, let's shoot it.
Nicely done.
Administering medication. We shot it right in the bum. And apparently that was good enough. Fantastic. Alright, those guys can go back and do their thing. We don't need to control them anymore. Research complete. Reduced upkeep 1.0 power upgrade. So if we go to our power centers... Oops, incoming transmission. Mission complete. Prehistoric life. $1 million. Cardio strength 2.0 now available, so that's good.
I've done it. We are on the path to a pure strain dinosaur.
That's right.
This will definitely shift the paradigm. I can't ignore this accomplishment. With
If
your
you say
help,
so.
obviously. That goes without saying. But under my direction. I think we make a good team. Let's do this again. I'll let you know when.
All right.
I've witnessed Dr. Dua flail and fail before. Now with you, she believes she is on her way. Does she really think she can accomplish what I have not?
Well, I'm sorry, Dr. Henry Wu, but you're just not all that in a bag of potato chips. Let's go ahead and add the upgrade here. So we have the improved output. Let's also reduce the upkeep by that for 40,000. It's going to cost a little bit, obviously, to get it set up, but you know, on the whole, hopefully it will net us out to a better savings. Now, we do have that money to spend at the moment, so I probably should. We'll do the same thing here. Let's increase the output by that for 40,000, and then we'll reduce the upkeep. That gives us a pretty good power supply system now. We have 58 unused power, which gives us a fair amount of space to build, and we're sort of helping to maintain a little bit lower cost in there as well. But I'm going to call it a wrap for now. Our park is well underway. We'll come back next time and continue to build out our park. Now, this is just the first island. There are 5 different islands, and this is kind of the learning phase where we're doing things relatively simply. When we come back next time, maybe we'll try to build an enclosure where we can do something with a carnivorous dinosaur and see what we can do that way and try and add a little bit of additional spice to our park. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the video. I'm going to have a link in the description below where you can go purchase the game yourself if you're interested in playing it. It's available on Steam. Thank you once again to the developers of the game for the free download code to be able to play the game. And yeah, we'll come back and continue our park next time. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.